Rangers win, baby, 3-1 over the Columbus Blue Jackets. And this is a game where, again, the score does not show it, but the Rangers went in and annihilated the Columbus Blue Jackets. And I'm very happy with the effort. Very happy. They played pretty much a complete game. They disappeared for a couple moments there in the third period. It was a little ugly, a little scary for my likings, but the Rangers took care of business, and it was against a bad team, yeah, but they take care of business like they're supposed to do, and they don't let last night's loss bother them like they're supposed to do. They go in there and they just pick up the 2 points and leave now, and now you're headed for a big test on Thursday against the Boston Bruins when they come to town. But that's where we're going to we'll talk a bit about that game later on, because it's going to be interesting to see how they can handle the Boston Bruins. But we're going to talk about this game first. Before we do, remember to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans, and turn on your notifications so you know when I upload a video next. But let's talk about the game, because there is a lot to talk about with this one. And the first period, man, domination from the Rangers. Domination. They took an early penalty in this period, but they still just completely dominated. It didn't matter the penalty that they took. Brzezinski got a shorthanded breakaway on that penalty kill there, and you could just tell that it was going to be a long night for Columbus. You could just tell when the puck dropped. Lindgren was thrown into the boards. Rangers got a power play, and the Rangers power play, though, I wish they could decline these penalties, because my God, is the power play vomit worthy. I know they ended up scoring later on the power play, but my God, was it vomit worthy, the power play all night, especially that first unit. Putrid. Absolutely putrid. And they did nothing on that power play but pass the puck way too much, making the extra pass. Artemi Panarin gets an opportunity, and instead of shooting it, he elects to wait. And it was just too much of that tonight, and not enough of shooting the puck. Lashinen then got tripped up by Blankenberg power play. The Rangers got, and then Lafreniere elects to take a stupid hooking penalty. But the Rangers did score 4-on-4. Kaka with a nice little move to set up Mika Zibanejad. Beautiful patient play there by Kaapo Kaka to set up Zibanejad. Zibanejad then brings it into the zone and snipes it past Elvis Merzlikins. Beautiful goal there for the Rangers to go up 1-0 in the first period. And they continued to just dominate. Miller had a chance on an odd-man rush that got denied. A beautiful little passing sequence there on that odd-man rush. Locke then made a nice stop on a 2-on-1 on line A. And then Columbus takes another penalty and interference. Mika hits the post on that, and the second unit comes on, and hallelujah, they score. Filipino and Kaapo Kaka with great support for one another in the board battle down low there. They start cycling the puck a bit, and then it ends up finding its way to Keandre Millerstick, who fires it on goal, and Barker Goudreau tips that one in to make it a 2-0 game. And that was the first period. The Rangers just absolutely dominated that period. Shots were 13-4. It was not even a competition at all for the Columbus Blue Jackets. They looked like they wanted to go home from that period, and the Rangers said, nope, you still got 40 minutes for us to drag you around. And they continued to. Fox sets up Lindgren for an opportunity. Who couldn't bury that opportunity? Corrali then goes off for holding. Columbus took a mountain of penalties today, and unfortunately the Rangers couldn't capitalize. If there's one gripe that I have on this game, they could not capitalize enough on their scoring opportunities. Lafreniere had a chance alone in front on that power play. He got denied on it. Would like to see a bit more there. He also had the empty net chance later on and ends up getting blocked. Again, Lafreniere, we need more. But the top unit continued to suck all night. But the Rangers would score after the power plays. Barker Goudreau made a nice play to win a board battle. Gets it to Philip Hedl behind the net. Hedl throws it in front of the net to Vitaly Kravtsov, who's standing right there, who taps that one home to make it 3-0. Good things happen when you get to the front of the net. As they said on the broadcast, as they always say in hockey, it's an old cliche. And it ends up paying off there. And Trocheck then gets denied on an opportunity. Schneider made a nice play on Johnny Gaudreau to break up an opportunity. Brzezinski, though, had to go off for slashing as Trouba goes out of position on one of these plays there. And the Rangers just dominated yet again. Dominated the period. Shots in the period were 13-8 in favor of the Rangers. It didn't even feel like Columbus had 8 shots that period. But the third period, they definitely let Columbus get a little more comfortable at times in this. Bofas went off for a high sticking penalty, but the Rangers end up killing that one off. And, yeah, or they don't end up scoring, I should say. But then Peak ends up getting or on the 4-on-4, I should say, Peak ends up getting a opportunity, and he ends up scoring. I don't know why I forgot it was a 4-on-4 there, but yeah, Peak ends up getting a opportunity, and he does not miss on it. Trouba goes way out of position on this one, and it looked ugly there. Left wide open, and yeah, makes it 3-1. Panarin then shot wide on a 2-on-1 after that opportunity. Nyquist hit the post on one, and Columbus started to get a lot of scoring chances. Jarl Halak had to make a couple big saves here and there. Trouba then goes off for interference late. Lindgren with some nice block shots at the end, and the Rangers hold on to win this one. Shots in the third were 11-7 in favor of the Columbus Blue Jackets. Shots in the game 33-25 in favor of the Rangers. Face-off percentage 51-49 in favor of Columbus. The power play went 1 for 5. Again, they need to actually capitalize on some opportunities here and there. They need to capitalize on some more opportunities, and that's my biggest gripe with the night. My other gripe that I have, there was a lot of rebound opportunities left out there. A lot, and Steve Valiquette was talking about it on the pregame, actually, that the Rangers are 31st on rebound opportunities this year. They suck. That is their brand. They suck on rebound opportunities, and unfortunately, it bit them again tonight because, well, it didn't bite them because they ended up getting the win, but it could have bit them if they didn't end up getting the win here. Hits were 21-13 in favor of Columbus. Block shots 21-14 in favor of Columbus, and giveaways 3 for the Rangers, 5 for the Blue Jackets. And that was really one of the differences. They did not turn the puck over a lot tonight, the Rangers, so that was huge for them. But yeah, they end up with a big 2 points. Would have been nice if New Jersey choked their game, or it didn't come back, I should say. San Jose didn't choke, but regardless, huge 2 points, and you're sitting third in the Metro now. Well, still sitting third in the Metro, I should say, and looking good. Looking good. Would have been nice to pick up the 2 points last night, but again, I don't want to harp on it too much. I don't want to. But yeah, let's talk about how each player performed tonight, because I honestly don't have anything negative to say really about anyone. If I could, just looking at the list here, I can't really say anything negative. The first line had a great game yet again. Lafreniere looked a lot better tonight than last night. Still didn't have a great game, an outstanding game, but he definitely looked a lot better tonight, which is a positive sign. Even though Kreider, it's looking like he's going to come back now, and now it's going to be interesting because Kravtsov, they moved down to the third line. Are you going to put Lafreniere on that third line, or is he going to be playing on the fourth line when Kreider comes back? Something to keep an eye on there. But Lafreniere, I thought, had a pretty solid night for the most part. Zibanejad had a great night doing it on both ends of the puck. He made a lot of great defensive plays late in this game to help the Rangers keep themselves from choking this one. So very happy with Zibanejad's play. And then Kakko, he just is looking better and better as the games go. Big 2 points for him tonight. He deserves it. And I talked about him maybe taking a bit of a step back last reaction video for last night's game. Well, he was here to play tonight, and he definitely shut me up. Looked great. Very happy with what I saw from Kakko. Got a lot of shorthanded minutes too, which was nice to see. So good on Kakko for his game tonight. Second line, Panarin, Trocheck, and Vesey looked pretty good tonight. Jimmy Vesey had a lot of good defensive plays tonight. A lot of good defensive plays. He had one in the second period that was just great. Great play in the second period from what I remember to stop a rush for Columbus coming the other way. Jimmy Vesey, though, very solid game, though, for him. Not going to talk too much about him. He did great on the defensive side. Thanks. Trocheck, pretty decent game for him. Would like a bit more on the offensive side of things from him. But yet again, it is what it is. He had a pretty solid game. And Panarin, I would have liked a bit more from him tonight as well. Would have liked a bit more. There was a couple shooting opportunities that he passed up, a couple times where he turned the puck over. But it is what it is. he had a pretty decent game. The one thing that I also have a gripe with for the entire team is there was not enough of clearing the puck and dumping the puck in like they talked about on the broadcast all night. And there was a lot of risky plays throughout the night at times. But third line, Barca Goudreau, man, he had a great night. I was ripping on him recently. He had a great night, was arguably the best player for the Rangers tonight. He looked good, doing it on both ends of the puck. Looked great on both ends of the puck. Very happy with Barca Goudreau's game. And he ends up picking up 2 points tonight. Very happy with what I saw from him. Philip Hedl had a pretty decent game. Would like a bit more from him. We haven't seen enough from him, I feel like, as of lately. He got a point, but would like to see a bit more. And Kravtsov ends up getting a point as well. He had a very great game. I was happy with Kravtsov's game. He shot the puck a lot. 5 shots on goal, and he looked noticeable throughout the entire night. There wasn't really a shift where I was like, where's Vitaly Kravtsov? He looked great pretty much the entire night. And then the fourth line, decent night for them. Decent night. Blais, Brzezinski, and Leshinin. I thought that Leshinin's actually looked pretty decent. Some of the things that were said about him on Twitter, I haven't really noticed them as of lately. Hopefully we don't see those negative things about him, but he's looked pretty decent out there. He's looked pretty decent. But he's not getting a lot of ice time, so it's hard to evaluate his game. But he's looking decent out there. I feel like he's jumping in on a couple plays, winning some board battles that are crucial. But again, there's not much to his game. There's not much. There's a reason he was put on waivers, and there's not much to be excited about with his game. And it sucks for a guy that was picked 31st, 32nd overall, whenever it was. Weird. It's weird. But Brzezinski had a pretty solid game. He had some scoring opportunities, which was nice, and he did some good things defensively, but then again took his gamely stupid penalty, so I'll let you guys be the judge of that one. And then Sammy Blais had a mid game at best. I don't know really what to say about his game. He was kind of mid tonight, so it is what it is. And then the defensive side of things, not really anything negative to say there as well. Jacob Trouba was caught out of position a couple times. That's the only negative thing I could really say about the defense off the top of my head. There are times where Trouba's out of position. Fox looked lazy on a couple back checks, but still, Fox looked great for the most part tonight. Lindgren was a hero tonight and took that boarding penalty, came back in the game, and blocked shots still. Great game for Ryan Lindgren. Great game for future Ranger Gavrikov there on the other side too. How about him blocking a shot and coming back in the game? Keandre Miller looked great. Schneider looked awesome tonight. Very happy with the entire defensive group. Even Trouba, I'm not too mad about his game. Not too mad about his game. And then Jarl Halak, he didn't get tested much, but he made the saves when he needed to, and that's what is important to me. So I'm very happy with Jarl Halak's game, getting that save percentage up. So huge game for Jarl Halak to gain some confidence as well. So we will see where we go from here. But now you face the Boston Bruins. You got a rough stretch coming up. Boston, Florida, I know, again, they're not the same team that they used to be, but it's still, they're finding their way a bit here, and they're kind of in Tweenersville, but they're finding their way a bit. Toronto, Vegas, and then you have Calgary after that long week off. Big test here. Big test here. You gotta take advantage. Well, I was gonna say you gotta take advantage, but it's not like these are bad teams. But you gotta prove yourself, I should say, that you can hang with these teams. And this is gonna be a big test. If the Rangers could, I'd like them in these next 4 games to go 500. I think that's reasonable to ask for. If they go above 500, we're really feeling great. If they go 4-0, holy crap, we're feeling absolutely unreal. And this team is definitely in the conversation then again for, dare I say, the cup, dare I say. But then again, there are nights where it could be ugly and they scrape out a win. But if they do that against Boston on Thursday, are we really mad? If they find a way to scrape the 2 points on Thursday, are we mad? I personally am not. I don't care how they win that game. Just go in and win the game somehow. Go in and win the game. they go less than 500, if they go 1-3, I won't be feeling too great, but depends how they play. If they go 0-4, I'm going to be worried. That is for sure. That is for sure. But huge test here. Let's see if they can handle it. But that's going to be it for me. We don't have any Twitter comments, so that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Ranger fans. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload a video next, and I will see you guys in the next one. Let's go, Rangers.